Hello, welcome to accounting again. We are doing 1-2 on, this is working together. Let me start with the accounting equation again. Assets equals liability plus owner's equity. This has to remain true. Whenever a business does transactions, then they must make this accounting equation hold true. Purchase supplies on account is your instructions. This is your instructions. I popped it up out of that little instruction window, and I'm not certain that this will stay recording when I minimize it to do the transactions. But we'll find out. Technology, it's wonderful. We just have to figure out how to work it correctly. So I purchased supplies on account. Do you remember what kind of account supplies is? Is it an asset? Is it a liability or owner's equity? Hopefully you said assets, because cash and supplies, prepaid insurance, merchandise, later on purchases, these are all asset accounts. That means that the normal balance side is a debit. It falls on the left side of the accounting equation. Liability's normal balance side is a credit because it falls on the right side of the equation. Same way with the owner's equity. It falls on the right side of the accounting equation. The normal balance side is a credit. It increases with a credit. Assets increase with a debit because they're on the left side. They decrease with a credit. So when we purchase supplies on account, our supplies went up and our liability went up because we didn't pay cash. We said charge. Anytime we owe somebody money, that is a liability. So in this case, we would increase on supplies and increase on liabilities by the same amount. Let's do an example. If we brought $100 in supplies, our assets would increase by $100. And since we charged them, our liability increases by $100. So plus, plus. Ooh, no problems this time. So here, you stick the plus sign. See how that popped up? It gives you the different choices. And I can click on there and select that one. Here, once I start to type it in, it gives me that option. That is the answer. Now, number 2. I told you technology is wonderful. Let me grab a book. Okay, I was able to pop the window up. Hopefully it's working correctly. Number 2 is received cash from owner as an investment. So what do you think increased? We have 2 accounts that increased. Was it assets, liability, or owner's equity? Hopefully you know that cash is an asset account. So we're going to put a plus sign here. And our owner's equity increased. Next, we have paid cash for insurance. Insurance is an asset because we prepay it ahead of time. The insurance won't cover you. The insurance company won't cover a person until they have money. In other words, you can't call them up and say, I need 6 months worth of insurance, and then 6 months later go in and pay it. It must be paid in advance. So a lot of times we refer to it as prepaid insurance because you're paying it ahead of time. And let's say you buy a car and you get insurance on it, and you pay for a year worth of insurance. And in 2 months, the car quits. And you can't go replace it right away. So you can cash in your insurance, what's left. If you paid 6 months, they owe you 4 months back of money. That's why it's considered an asset account. You still have value in it until it's all used up. So let's go ahead, paid cash for insurance. Insurance is an asset, but so is cash. So to make the accounting equation hold true, one must be increased and one must be decreased by the same exact amount. Okay, transaction number 4. It says paid cash. Oops. Yes, we're fine. Paid cash on account. So in other words, here you're paying cash, which is an asset, and you're paying down your bill. So if you pay cash, it's not increasing. When you receive cash, it increases. When you pay cash, it decreases. But it's an asset account, so it decreases with a credit, which is a negative, a minus sign. On account is a liability. Well, if I have a minus here, then on the opposite side, I must have a minus sign. So my liability amount went down. Now, you will have the option, once again, to check your answers. Please do on your own, and then after you're done with on your own, do 1-2 application.